5 buses with volunteers have been shelled by the Russians in Chernihiv region. 1 person was killed and 4 seriously injured during the shelling. The buses were deliberately targeted during the attempt to arrive at the besieged city for evacuation. Only civilian volunteers were on the buses. Russian occupiers in Bucha have mined a confectionery factory and poisoned the cookies. In Bucha, people received warnings to avoid the Delicia confectionery factory. The Russians have mined it and poisoned the cookies. We kindly ask you not to go to the Delicia confectionery factory because the Russian fascists have mined the interior and poisoned the cookies, the message informs. The destruction in Hostomel and the wreckage of the Maria are shown in aerial footage. On March 31, Russian forces left their positions in Hostomel. The airport, which had been fought over since the first day of the war, is now free from the occupiers. Documentarians from Babylon 13 launched a quadrocopter over Hostomel and filmed the burned Maria and the bombed city from above. The footage was posted on Facebook. The video shows the consequences of the occupiers' attacks, damaged and destroyed buildings and ruined infrastructure. Near the local airport runway, you can see the airplanes, and in the hangar, the destroyed Maria. The occupiers fired on civilian vehicles in the Kharkiv region. On the highway near the village of Mala Rohan, near Kharkiv, the Russian occupiers fired on more than 20 cars. I appeal to the UN Commission to investigate human rights violations during Russia's military invasion of Ukraine, and for the expert mission, set up by OSCE participating states under the Moscow mechanism, to consider these war crimes and crimes against humanity and human rights in Ukraine. Lyudmila Denisova noted. Denisova also pointed out that the deliberate killing of civilians is a gross violation of the Geneva Convention of 1949 and the Rome Statute of the International Criminal Court. 3 school principals have been abducted in Melitopol for refusing to work with the occupiers. The invaders decided to conduct education in the city in the Russian language and according their own Russian program, starting on April 4. Verkhovna Rada, Commissioner for Human Rights, Lyudmila Denisova reported that the Rashists, Russian fascists, are trying to force children to stay in the city so that in the event of an attack by the armed forces of Ukraine they can be used as human shields. The school directors refused to cooperate with the enemy and wrote applications for dismissal. The self-proclaimed city administration was not satisfied with this decision, so they ordered the military to deal with them. On March 31, the occupiers came to the houses of 3 directors, Angelina Kovalenko, Olena Halatzin and Lyudmila Chuhai, and took them in an unknown direction. Putin kills 1 child every 6 hours and his army injures 1 little Ukrainian every 3 hours. Mykola Kuleba, the Presidential Commissioner for Human Rights, announced this on Facebook, Ukrinform reports. According to him, the occupiers are deliberately targeting Ukrainian children to use them as human shields. As the Prosecutor General's Office of Ukraine states, as of April 2, at least 158 children were killed and 254 injured in Ukraine, but these figures do not include 210 children who died in besieged Mariupol.
Let's win together. Glory to Ukraine. Academ.media was with you.